Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I'm just preparing some cards for today's little reading. I've got to admit I am already laughing, and those that watch me know that makes me nervous when I get that energy comes forward first, because I know what spirit guides are stepping forward, and that's their energy. If it comes in, it's like, let's lift the mood, because what's coming next is toe curling. I'm already scared. So because we keep seeing the tower is doing the rounds, and I'm just asking, surprise us. That's probably what's making it more nerve-wracking for everyone. Not like, this is not me, this is for us. So collective, there is the tower keeps doing around. For those that watch tarot, and so this is just, I suppose it's you guys I'm speaking to. We keep seeing the tower and we feel blessed when it's not for us. That much I do know. But yeah, we're not laughing at people's situations, but in the other sense, we are we've all signed up to rebalancing scales of justice or energetic clearing, rebalancing. I don't know. I don't even want to turn them over. What the hell? Let's take a look. So yeah, it's so they're telling me that this is whatever comes forward, to view it as duality. So it's not like when I say, oh, change the role and gender as you wish, they're going to be direct, as we know they can be. Be direct, but whatever perspective you are viewing this from, they're telling you, asking you, guiding you to, in that moment, you know your perspective, you flip it straight away and you hear the message from the other side. Right, we're all in for it. Oh my god. So we've got here 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords makes sense with the way that that message just began, in the sense of competition, or feeling the need to compete, or feeling that you're defeated, or just the positive as well is the training to be the best that you can be. You're not always a winner. Nobody laughs at coming second when there's only 2 in the race. Alright, whatever this energy is going to be, clearly is. Maybe that's the thing, but no problem about laughing doesn't mean to say because you're laughing you're not taking something seriously. But in the same sense, nobody likes to be laughed at. See how they've already started. Alright, we've got the Alchemist, yay. Let's mix the energy up. Let's just convert it. Is it something? Converting the energy, I was going to say, and then I was going to say Corvette. Random, yeah. Covert. Yeah, my mind's gone blank, so they're letting me know we're not doing a whole run through of what that feeling was and what came up from it. It's not grabbing as many words as we can to spill them out. We've got a real serious one here, collective, help me. So it's converting the energy. All right, so I didn't get the converting bit. I thought it was going to be obviously alchemist converting, but it's the word converting is holding a different frequency, energy, or meaning or connotation, and at this point, yeah, well, maybe it's not for me, it's for someone in the collective. Okay. We've got here the Ace of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Staves. We've got told big brain, the Hanged Person, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Page of Cups, it's like, yeah, just for my own space for a minute. Page of Cups, it feels like it's understated or a specific. The Page of Cups, for me, the reason I'm stopping here to question it, and so it's like the Devil card, not in the energy, but it's like the Devil card, and it's just typecast with that. There's no exploration of the depths of what that is. It's like again, I'm not going to run through all of the things of what it could be, what it's not, and it's not meaning that choosing that first and whatever, it's irrelevant. It's just visually, it's jumping to, it's a judgment, isn't it? It's like, oh, that means that, or reading the card, that means that, so I can read the cards. But yet when you work with the cards, when you do this as a profession, for those that do, or those that have just got the cards in their hands all the time, you then feel that energy, that vibration, the intuitiveness, they speak to you. What was that? That was like a lady's body, no? A heart? The Page of Cups is in the same category as that. It's like, coming forward with an apology. No, probably not. What's a different version? It's like learning something, teaching someone a lesson, or you're learning something, going to school. What's the rest? It's more than that. I don't know. That Page of Cups is an understated card for me. It feels. So watch this space. I'll be like, it's this, it's that, it's everything. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Alright, so let me just pay attention. Alright, so what it feels for me is we are on about the transmutation of energy, the alchemizing, this, that, and everything else. It's about love. It has to be about love, whether it's in the upright, the reverse, whatever it is. Always the frequency has to contain love. It's the alchemize it, the up, the down. Nothing is positive, negative. It's where you're coming from, but it's like the moving towards the higher aspects of unconditional love, or it's moving down the scales to the falling out of love, the lack of love, the never experienced love. And so it's not a good or bad, it's just different scales of the baseline, and it has to contain love for you to be able to alchemize anything properly, because it's all about that. With those scales that I was saying, it's again, that's music. Love evokes music and the duality, yes, like they're saying. You can have memories of love or hear things, think things. Love inspires writers, composers, or to produce and make music, everything. And then it's the reverse. You can listen to that that's been created and made, and then it produces love. So my concertina thing again, for the one that reminded me of the name. There's something about diagonal, climbing up a hill, a mountain, or so. Yeah, it's reminding me of a symbol, but there's 2 lines missing, and it's controversial on all different levels, not just the obvious. It's those that are into the occult, it goes deeper. But there's something about a baseline or just a straight line, ley line, and then it's a diagonal line straight through. For some of you, it may be completely crossing, both lines cross, and for others of you, there's a tiny full stop point space, so it's not quite touching the line. That is completely random as well, but I'm going to give it to you because someone will know it. And if we're really going geeky, it's black lines, but those are like 2 tiny like gold dots. Should look like spaces between the lines, but they're not. There's like a P, a tiny something. It's like a pure round dot, micro dot. You could hold it back in the day, but it's gold. So yeah, all right, maybe draw that if you can make sense of it. And it feels like it could be a coding. I don't know if you will see that anywhere or whatever. You might do, let me know. But it's completely specific. All right, so it's the holding on to love, letting go of love, knowing when to do or don't or whatever, or it's keeping something secret, not about that of that side, or it's like I've got all this love. It's like, oh, I've found all of this love, or I've found this that absolutely fills my heart with everything. Whether it's an activity, it's a conversation or subject, or it's a person, place or thing, or whatever it is, it's like, oh my God, I just need loads of this. It's there for the taking, it's in abundance, it's everything. Someone's wanting to keep something to themselves, whereas what they're feeling is you don't need to, because the abundance of it comes from not containing, not restricting, not holding back, not resisting. It's, yeah, you can fill that chest up with whatever you need it to be, anything. But that is all that you will have. Whereas with the lid open and it being placed wherever for anyone to, then you can come back like a buffet. You can keep coming back and take what you need, because you're only going to be able to, with your hands, carry so much. Or if we were looking at the infinite power of light, unconditional love, your body can only absorb so much. Like when they're saying with water or anything, it can only absorb so much before it's not doing anything else, or it's a waste, or it's whatever. So maybe someone is learning that love is everywhere, or you can find love in everything, and that is the alchemizing of the energy, that you don't need to harvest it, hold it, constrict it, block it and stop the flow, for you to have infinite access and abundance. And what would it be? Infinite access and abundance and eternal flow. I love that, eternal flow. Even if you, for those that like write it, eternal flow, I bet that would feel lovely with the good pen. Eternal flow of that energy. This reading's already not going to be for everyone. You would have clicked out by now, but I can see that we're building on something. And like I said at the beginning, the particular guides that come through, they laugh and joke at the start of it, but ultimately they are to the point in their series. They've got a point to make. So maybe that is something as well, that life's not needing to be so serious, or just because something's being laughed about, it doesn't mean it's not being taken serious. I know as well, I get it, it's that nervous energy laugh. And like getting called into the headmaster's office or something like that. You're already laughing. What, we've been called there? Do you just already know? What? So something about school days. School days may have been funny. Might not have even liked school when you were there, but as you've gone through the years now, it's like funny as fuck. Or you're reminiscing. Maybe reminiscing is the thing as well. It feels like the energy here is just, it's lightening, it's softening, it's more fluffy. Yeah, look, it's like that. That's the energy that we're in, and it's not even the thinking of the meaning of the card, which is the hanged person. They're not even at contemplation stage. They're just thinking or laying, or like, oh my God, look, I'm not in distress, but I'm hanging upside down. This is something new to me. So going into something new and not feeling stressed, knowing you can do anything and you don't need to stress about it. They're hanging on by their feet. Whereas if it was, let's say, duality, like they've told us to consider, the polarized, yeah, but it would be hanging on by your fucking hands, fingernails, and you're gripping from a tree branch. That stress, I'm gonna fall type thing. But what if you did fall? You're still just landing and you've made it. But then the flipping it to the reverse, the duality is, yeah, but what if you were hanging by your legs, your knees, holding on to the branch? you've still got the same chance of falling. It's still the same thing. You've got to flip it. And that message has been coming forward so many times for those that watch. It's like, how long have we been getting like the Two of Pentacles? Flip it, flip the reverse, the duality, it's not even the polarize it, it's like the it's same is the one. The Two of Pentacles going with the flow, the energy flow, like they was just showing about the river, or blocking energetic flow. That's the Two of Pentacles, which is number 8 on its side, so it goes in the twos. It's the infinity symbol, will be significant to some, and specifically someone it may well touch even deeper. So a confirmation. The sky, the stars, whatever has been said about them or what's going on, I don't know, but what I do know is when I'm out in the garden at night and I'm looking up and I'm seeing a lot, and whatever is, that's false, that's fake, that's fucking this, that's that, it's like, I know that the emphasis on that is not seeing the invisible, obviously, the behind the veil, and that's where I do always give my thanks, because I'm blessed to see what they show me. Sorry, I haven't stopped sneezing. So the 7 of coins, I'm not going to post this, I can't. 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles, it is maybe thinking about an investment, or moving forward knowing there's an infinite abundance flow of the 9 of wands. So 9 of wands is, it's like again the same. It's like, if trying to hold on and carry everything, hide everything, do everything is tiring you out and you're fed up with that, it's like, remove the mask or just go with it, leave that, and know there's look what they're showing, know that there's like plenty more to come. Where that came from, you've just got to stop the blockage, which the blockage is holding on and restricting. So it's like, when you follow that, you alchemize the energy, then you're letting the air, the energy, you're letting it flow, you're letting it escape, you're letting it to expand, to dance, to float, to do what it wants. But it's not gone far away from that person. It's there. Look, even as I'm looking now, what is that? The smoke, the air, it looked like a bird at first, it would do for me. And then a head and wings or something. But so elements of air elementals. Yeah, I was just saying about the sky and seeing things behind the veil. So you could have water spirits trying to work with you. You could have earth elementals. You could have spirits of air working with you. And that's not to leave any of the others out, but specifically something with the air and constricting the flow. So looking to invest, doesn't need to be stressful or whatever. And then we've got our Page of Cups. Yeah, so it's like, that's where I'm saying about it being understated, in the sense of, if this is the process, yeah, got it, doing it and everything, then what are you learning at that? If it's about learning, it's the beginning stages of putting what you've learned into practice in regards to move forward. I love it. It may have been obvious to everyone, but no. Look, you've learned the process, and you always go back to the beginning again. Look at the flow, look at the air, look at the whatever you want to see. Even that, it's showing everything that they've already said, but it's, you always start at the beginning. So you could be doing something new. You could have felt that you needed to go all back to school, university, or something would take forever to get where you need to be. But no, they're saying the steps, the process, the elements of are easy. You've already got it. That's the magician. That is the magician. You've got the tools. And was it the last reading or the one before that I posted was saying about the magician's table? So it's moving forward, and it is with a message. It's with teaching what you know. It feels like aura, so someone could work to do with Reiki or healing, we're going to say, or just someone has the foresight. I would even say that there's some of you in the collective that, even if you don't see yourselves like spiritual, magical, and all of the things that I'm saying, but your foresight is, yes, your intuition, obviously, but it's something about the mind, how you can map out the bridge to somewhere. It looks like a clear rainbow, which is, again, looking behind the veil. That's what it would look like. Yeah, what's a clear rainbow look like? That's what you would picture. But for those with the logical, analytical mind, you are the ones that can problem solve, and that is, you're the you build bridges. So master of the craft, it's like dancing, celebrating, it's like, hello, I'm over here. It's not being distracted, or it's following a calling, or it's having a vision. It's doing something, but it's paying attention, it's in the moment. And pizza. Okay, so don't even ask me, collective. We're just going with it at the minute. If you're still here, then you are as mad as me. So let's just, we'll do these ones and see. So we've got the alchemist. It's putting things together, knowing, we know that bit, so what's next? We've got awareness, the awareness of using your tools. It's that magician's table, the magician's toolkit, toolbox. It's the logical, how to build a bridge, how to see the blueprint when it's invisible. Wow. That's for someone. That's the invisible rainbow, guys. Yeah, I love that, because it's seeing behind the veil. That is your astral sight, your astral vision. That's your clairvoyance. That's always been there for some of you, but a lot of us don't talk about we see, or our abilities, or how it works, or things like that. So sometimes you don't know what others already are doing. And a lot with this, like what I do as well, is it is judged as oh, airy fairy, imagining it, or you're crazy, or it's not a religion, it's a whatever. No, I'm not religious, but I do operate from kindness, caring, compassion from my heart always. And my belief is that not the core of all religion? We've got Ace of Cups, conflict and despair. When you know your magician's tools, how to alchemize energy in full awareness, conflict and despair, you will kind of have a lot of it drawn towards you. Some people feel like, how come when I've done my healing I'm attracting that to me? It's not that you're attracting that because you're not healed, it's you're attracting that because you're emitting some kind of a high-powered light frequency, something that's different from you're not a sheeple, you're different. You're standing out. There's a purpose and a reason for that, because you've put the work in, or you've been planted here and it's just how you are. You will have always felt different, or you'll have been able to pinpoint when the change happened, in the sense of feeling different. So conflict and despair, you're able to transmute that. That's like second nature. But we have, and just for religious purposes, since I touched on it, we're finding a lot of generational curse breakers, and as the readings have been saying for a few years now, that generational curse breakers breaking that cycle and pushing forward to pave the way for the younger generation, so that they have that clear pathway coming forward. We're not disrespecting traditions and ways of the old and of the past. We're embracing them and we're holding them locked tight. It is where the respect come from. They were the way showers, way pavers at the beginning, but they get to a certain stage and then we take over that chest. What we're moving more into now is it's not so physical, it's more metaphysical, it's more multi-dimensional. So you can contain all of that. You don't need to carry a big fucking chest, or you don't need to carry a book. You can have it on your phone. You don't need to carry a phone. You can have a chip, you can have whatever, not promoting that or whatever, trying to find the progression of what it's evolving into. But in a minute, and whatever way you get to that point, you're going to unlock that chest of your memories, or you're going to be able to retain the information that you Google, search, read, do, know. It all comes together. So we're not dismissing by any means anything from our past or history, and I'm not going into they lied about our past and history. I'm not on about that. I'm on about those that are connecting with their self, with their guides, and are having memories of truth resonating with them unlocked. So with that, the conflict and despair, you know how to overcome that. It turns to obstacles and challenges, and so it's not a brick wall or a block. It's just something that you need to put it down and see from a higher perspective, which you need to contain the element of, or frequency of, love. We've got here mental conflict, trying to fuck up my flow, No. No, we've got mental conflict because it is exactly that, what I'm saying about traditions or history or beliefs or something that when I'm saying you'll know when the shift or the change happened, you'll be able to pinpoint it. There will be that mental conflict because you're breaking through barriers, or there's I can drop the rest, or but I just can't let go of that. It's okay. You don't need to fucking press the button and wipe everything in 1 minute, one go. This is the processing. It's you're releasing, shedding, and allowing to let go. It will just naturally dissolve if you're not holding tight onto it. So if you give something, like we were seeing, the air elements or the water elements, or if you give something the chance to just fucking stretch itself, expand a minute, it will come back down. It will find that resting place. It will find that baseline, but the baseline might be diagonal. It's still in the same vicinity. I really hope that makes sense. What I'm saying is that there's different levels of what that mental conflict means, or how it's being reduced down, how it's being processed, unpacked, or I can't quite get rid of that. Look, you're not meant to be getting rid of anything. Maybe that bit that's still left there, in, like for the picture example, maybe that is the core of what you need to keep, and the rest of his face, his or her face, was the unnecessary chest that was being held onto, for example. We're not cancelling out anything. Everything is a framework. That's why it's being thrown in the mix of they lied about our future and our past and all of the rest. It was supposed to cause confusion because it's with that big mess. You've got to use your discernment. You've got to pick pieces of the jigsaw. Be like, shit, this is all blown up. That's my shoe, or that's my top, or there's my suitcase. Sorry to touch on that, about it felt like we was touching on like plane sort of something. Anyway, aviation still, but still, you get what I'm saying. It's like, fuck, you could drop a pot of pens and pencils on the floor. I don't know how to come back from that one without digging a deeper hole. You get what I'm trying to say. So we've got here the 9 of Wands, yay, jumping out, moving swiftly on, and we've got 2 as a distraction. I am scared. Rest and rejuvenation. It's not, there's no need for it to be so complicated. The trees are there, they've been growing ages, you got the grass, you got the ground, sitting there, you feel comfy, you just take a minute, re-energize, and then you get straight back to it. It's a cycle, it's a process, we all know about it, it's there, it's there, it's there. We've got sacral chakra, so if you're doing everything like a robot, that may be significant. If you're doing everything same, fuck yeah, you need to find the fun in it, no? And that's what they're saying. Just because some people can find the fun within their day-to-day, everyday life or whatever, doesn't mean they're fucking crazy, they've lost it, or steer away, or they can't take anything seriously, or whatever it may be. It just means that they're able to view it from it will work out in the end. It is what it is. It will be what it is. You put the work and the effort in that you know you can. There's no stress. You're always doing the best that you can for those that know they actually are doing the best that they can. Outside of that, don't worry about it. That's the excess baggage that you're carrying. What you're doing the best that you can, but yet you can't please everybody, or people aren't happy, or there's not enough hours in the day, or shit, I wanted to go to there today but I had to do it. Doesn't matter. Do what you can do, and as long as if you've got fucking 20 things to do and you only do 5 or 2, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of it, you've prioritised what you actually needed to get done. Outside of that, it doesn't matter. You prioritise. If you've picked the top 2, you've still made a decision, you've still done something, you've still been productive, whatever. People are too hard on themselves. It's that's the energy, isn't it? Oh, they're hanging upside down by their legs. But when it's time to jump down, or when you thought about it, or it's like, I'm actually laying here, I'm not scared, I'm not falling, I'm whatever, I can be one leg, one arm, one hand, whatever you want to be. But staying in that position, you're going to get bored. And you will do, because there's no growth, there's nothing else, there's nothing new. You've mastered that bit. That's why it's showing at the end that it still comes back to that. You're mastering different things, but you're maybe not seeing the depth on a soul level, the beauty of it, or absorbing as much as you can. And then when you've absorbed enough, like they were saying, fill the chest, carry it, or you can only absorb so much, that when you get that feeling, you move on to something else. It's not a failure. It's not like, oh, well, whatever, that's other people's judgments. Oh, supposed to do this by this time, or that, that's other people's judgments. That's other people saying you should be somewhere where society or they believe you should be, or you should have this, or you should own that, or you should be like this by this time of the day, or this age, or when they fucking say so. And it's not like that at all. And until you start moving through life and going up your baseline, your scale, whatever direction you want to go about it, you're going to know that it doesn't actually matter. It's like for new mums, for example, that when they're having the baby, they're carrying the baby, everyone that's got a baby, no, there's no manual that comes with it, but everyone's got an opinion of how it's going to be, and that's the bit that makes it scary. It's until you're actually doing it and then you realise, no, it is true. No one actually knows. They are literally giving you their version, their opinion, and we say, yeah, I know all of that, but do you? You hear it, but once you're in that moment, present moment, living it, experiencing it, doing it for yourself, it completely changes the perspective. All of a sudden, there was nothing to worry about. It's the same card. This is the Hanged Person, and this is the same card this is in the traditional tarot. It's like you've got to let go of one type of thinking or whatever this may have represented to you on any level. You've got to release something. You don't have to stamp it down and whatever. You've just got to let something go for the rest of the invisible rainbow to flow. And that's all it's saying. It's not about, oh, sacrifice. Well, yeah, if you, and say again with children, for example, because we're on about paving the way for them, is that when you make a decision to have a child, and this is not triggering intentionally for anyone or whatever, this is just generalized, but it's like when you make a decision to have a child, that is the sacrifice, because in that moment you choose, regardless of with someone, without someone, or whatever it may be, you are choosing that I sacrifice a part of myself, going out, getting fucking partying or doing this, or not being able to go and work here or go to college or travel or whatever it may be. Yeah, that's the set. It's like letting something go in order to have something else. But the something else is, that's the truth. It's always going to be better than what you're releasing or pausing or letting go. Alchemize it in awareness. Look back over time with your ancestors and show. It's like always let go of that, because you're in your comfort zone. You have to let go of that in order to grab the next branch and see that tree feels different, or oh, look at the view from that, or oh, there's loads of people in here, or whatever it is, or travelling to there. I always go on holiday to here every year, always, same people, same amazing, same lovely, and then random, you go fucking the opposite side of the world. It's scary, but it will be as good fun, if not better. If not better, because of the bravery to take that risk. Confirmation, someone's off on their journey. So we've got here the Seven of Pentacles. I will be laughing if I post this, I swear. We got the Seven of Pentacles, we've got temptation. Seven of Pentacles is giving up temptation. It's like saving to go round the other side of the world. You've got to put the work in. It's like talking yourself out of stuff. You're your own devil. It's not someone else is the devil. You're your own devil. Temptations are there. They are fun. We all know that. But it's how well can you manage yourself? There doesn't really need to, well, I was going to say it doesn't need to be a no to anything, but literally try to stop that sentence coming out. Of course there is, but again, you know. We've got here, it's the Page of Cups. Oh, God. Page of Cups, fertility, new beginnings. I literally want to finish this reading. Fertility, new beginnings, everything. Cycles repeating. It's like outer circle, inner circle. Circle of protection. Circle of protection. So outer circle, inner circle, paving the way, ancestors, new beginnings of like the old times ancestors, and then taking the wisdom from them, but alchemizing it to a new cycle, and then the younger generation come up and then they do their bit, and it just keeps going on. It's what you're doing. It's like when people, oh, we're stuck, we're trapped. But if you just were to say, imagine if your soul tribe, your soul family, or everything that you were doing, you're all like, as you're coming along, you start passing on traditions and things that's known, and you're coming into full awareness in this lifetime, and you see that you're building from the past to the future, and everyone, all of the trees are the soul family, all at peace, they're all working towards the same thing. If you're having fun and you're waking up in awareness, it's like, oh God, if only we'd have had that bit, that would have really sped up things, or that would have made it better, or I can take that back and they would love it. And so you go back, you come back again. You come back as anything, because you're adding to it. You're adding to the collective. We're not all stuck, can't come back, and we're in friggin' some kind of whatever. Yeah, maybe in your world experience or whatever you are, but you don't need to be on that timeline at all. The less people that jump into those type of timelines, like the big brain teachings, you know, they're obsolete. You don't need to be whatever it's, I don't know. Don't need to know that bit is exactly it. Or maybe that's it. No, she doesn't know. Oh, whatever. So, 8 of Pentacles, deception and envy. Are you fooling yourself? Are you listening to people that are throwing you off course? Oh, they don't know anything. Or whatever. It's what timeline are you subscribed to? Where is your joy? What do you do that makes you happy? What are you allowing to still be in your head, giving you mental conflict, deception and envy, or temptation, sacrifice? It's the duality of how are you looking at it. It's not even the polarity. It's every time you switch it, it is the same, which makes it one. You are one. Victory and success. I'm not even looking at anymore. I'm running for my safety pack. Victory and success. It's all there is to say. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna put this in my members, my members group, because I know you will all appreciate what this felt like for me, for real. All right. So let's see what we've got. This was a tough one. 9 of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. See what I'm saying? Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Knight of Ariel. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. Being watched over by someone kind. I was just laughing at the funny. 8 of Michael. You can be free. They're just joking completely. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. not seeing not seeing things clearly. Oh. And finally, so I can get the hell out of here, we've got 2 of Ariel. It's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once. Making work fun. Okay, so I'm not, they like literally just keep going. I can't, I'm done with this. Is really a mixture. It is, I don't know, I've struggled with this, to be fair. Yay. If you're seeing this, send me your love. So there you go. I will speak to you again soon. Bye bye.